Let's talk flooring, okay? If you're selling your home, what kind of flooring should you be putting in your house? And if you're investing in your home, what type of flooring do most buyers look for? Flooring is very, very expensive. You don't want to make the wrong choice. I'm also going to give you some helpful tips as far as some backsplash items as well, so please watch to the end. Let's jump into it. The most important thing is that you match the flooring to the price point of the house. Buyers shopping for a luxury home expect high-end finishes, whereas buyers at entry-level prices do not. Okay, so the wrong choice is wasted money on the install and really a hit at resale as well. So it's kind of like a double whammy. But quick sanity check for you before you buy. You got to look at recently sold homes in your neighborhood, okay? You got to look at what flooring do they use, and then talk to a realtor who actually knows your price point. That conversation alone will save you thousands of dollars. We have people reach out to us all the time and ask us, hey, I'm thinking about putting this flooring in. How's the return on investment going to be? What are buyers going to think about this? My past clients reach out to me all the time with questions like this, and you can totally do that to my wife, to myself, and we'll respond to you and tell you what to do or what not to do. There's a balance, and the right flooring at the wrong price point is still, well, it's the wrong flooring, okay? So here's the flooring tier list from best to the ones that you should avoid. The best is going to be hardwood. This is my favorite, and it's like the best one you could possibly have if you can afford it. Lifetime investment. You can resurface it multiple times. They're likely never going to have to replace this. They literally just keep sanding it down and keep recoating it. You could do this like 8 times if you wanted to, and the flooring's still going to hold up. It's like, 3/4 of an inch thick. It's very, very thick hardwood. It's real hardwood. It's not vinyl. It's not plastic, nothing like that. It's not laminate. But it is expensive. Like, it's really expensive, and it's expensive to sand it down again and to refinish it again. And it's also fussy in the Pacific Northwest climate where we've got humidity, can expand, buckle, warp with all the moisture we've got going on. If you do this, do a wider plank, kind of a longer one, it makes the room look larger. Blonde works like a maple-ish kind of natural look, or a darker wood works as well. I would avoid gray looks and red cherry tones, especially these days. Like, the red cherry tones really date the homes that were built in 2005, 6, 7, 8. Like, you just see that for a lot of those houses. So that natural color you see everywhere, that's really the way to go. The darker one is okay, but it can make a room very dark. So next up is the engineered hardwood. This is my second favorite. Think, a thin hardwood layer over fiberboard or plywood. It's not going to buckle or warp the way that solid hardwood would in the humid climates. Okay, it kind of like flexes and moves around. It floats a little bit. It's less expensive than a solid hardwood, and it looks beautiful. You might get 1 to 3 resurfaces out of this flooring depending on how thick it is, but some of them you can't sand at all, whereas others you totally can. So you want to make sure you look at that and make sure you can understand what you're getting. Can you sand this down, or can you not sand this down? But you want to also carry this into the kitchen. Typically, it's going to do well in that kind of environment. You don't want to break the flow with a tile island in the middle of wood floors with the kitchen. People do make that mistake all the time. Just carry the hardwoods through the whole area. And this engineered hardwood is a good way to go. It's much less expensive than the true hardwood. It also tends to hold up better with pets than true hardwood. True hardwood gets scraped up by dogs very, very easily, whereas this engineered hardwood has this, manufactured applied finish to it that is very tough. Next up is LVP, luxury vinyl plank. This is like all the buzz right now because it's inexpensive, it's durable, it's near indestructible with kids and pets. The pets really cannot destroy this one. It's totally fine in kitchens and even in bathrooms too, which is awesome. So there's 2 really honest downsides though. The planks can sound a little plasticky, like when people walk on them. So just be aware of that. And the patterns tend to repeat a lot. Like, they've only got 5 or 6 board patterns. So you see those same patterns all over the place. The boards look identical if you look closely. So I strongly recommend for sellers replacing, with this type of flooring if they're going to be listing, if they want to do it as inexpensively as possible. Okay, this is like probably the one that most of our clients do. Engineered hardwood is good. It's just a lot more expensive, but the LVP at the right price point, like think mid-tier price point and lower, works, whereas the engineered hardwood, mid price point and up is going to be required. Okay, you don't want to put LVP in an expensive house, that's for sure. It's not going to feel like it belongs, and buyers are going to notice. But then you've got porcelain and wood-like tile. Like, it kind of looks like wood, but it is tile. I don't like this at all, especially in the Northwest. It's cold underneath your feet. It's hard to demo. Like, you scrape the tile out, very, very messy. And the dead giveaway is, of course, the grout lines. The installers, they can't get super long planks. They're like typically 2 or 3 feet long. So it looks really busy and fake unless you, spend up for longer planks and tighter grout. But if you already have this in your house, area rugs are going to be your friend when you go to list your house. but don't put this in your home if you're trying to sell it in the future, okay? Laminate is a hard pass. This is like something you absolutely should not do. Think the 99-cent laminate hardwood from Home Depot. This was used so much in like 2005 and 6, but it feels so cheap underneath your feet. It literally feels like Formica. Only consider this on a very low end property where something just needs to be down. Like think like the lowest 2% of home prices in your market. This is the only place you get away with this at, okay? And then of course, carpet, not trending. Buyers don't ask for carpet. They expect it in bedrooms, but that's really the only place. So bathrooms and kitchens with carpet, total non-starter. We all remember the 90s where they put that carpet in all the master bathrooms. Makes zero sense. It's a high moisture environment. Makes no sense whatsoever. So if you're replacing it, the carpet, use neutral colors, low pile, no shag, nothing bold. Just keep it super neutral and you're going to be in great shape, but don't put carpet in bathrooms. I'm going to say that again. Don't put it in bathrooms. And of course, don't put it in kitchens. I don't even like it in dining rooms. Like some people put carpet in dining rooms. And if you've ever had kids, you know that when you eat in the dining room, the kids' food ends up all over the floor. Another one to talk about is micro cement. This is really like a niche product. It's an industrial cool look, but most buyers think that it is unfinished. They plan to put hardwood right over it. You just spent a bunch of money for this flooring and, to get the concrete finish. Now they're going to just literally cover it up. So it doesn't really add resale value in our market. But wider plank, longer plank, neutral tones, that's the formula no matter which material you pick. Again, heavy preference for me is going to be the engineered hardwood above about $800,000 in my market. Below $800,000, I think you can get away with LVP. It's just going to be a difference of how much the cost savings is. Like if it's a big cost savings, go for it. If it's a minimal cost savings, go ahead and go for that engineered hardwood, okay? And just skip the laminate all around. And if you have a very nice custom house, you can do the true hardwood if you don't have pets. But investors, flippers, and anyone else that's renovating to sell, uniformity wins. I went to a house the other day and I showed it, and there was 9 different types of flooring in this house. It's so busy, it's chaotic, it looks messy. It just is a total turnoff to buyers, okay? But you want to have the same flooring throughout the house wherever possible. It makes the home look larger, more seamless, more appealing to buyers. Don't mix 5 carpets, 3 tiles, and a wild backsplash. Use the same paint throughout, just keep it very uniform. But also learn from some of our mistakes as well. We've done concrete counters before with an integrated backsplash. We loved it on the first day we had it and we hate it now. When you're selling subway tile or simple neutral palette tile is going to always work better for the backsplash. So just keep that in mind. But you can avoid that black and zany color mosaic backsplash from 12 to 15 years ago. They instantly date the house. But I don't recommend concrete countertops, backsplashes, or flooring. None of it, okay? On the tile selection rule, neutral, warm tones, not gray is the way to do it. No sparkles. Bigger the tile, the better. I like the long rectangular looking ones. Skip the wild patterns. Buyers are going to see them as something to replace, and replacing tile is extremely expensive. It's hard to get up. So when you're selling your home, you're not designing it for you anymore. You're designing it for the masses to get the most amount of money for your home, okay? So if you're selling soon, here's what you need to do. Walk your house and identify any flooring transitions. You want to reduce these. Get the flooring types down to just one type of hardwood, one type of tile, one type of carpet. Max, okay? Hardwood, tile, carpet. Not 3 types of hardwood, 1. If the carpet is worn, dated, or is in the kitchen, bathrooms, replace it with LVP or engineered hardwood. Number 3, pick neutral, warm-toned, wider, longer planks. No gray, no cherry red. Number 4, if you have wild tile or backsplash, use neutral area rugs and accessories to soften those, because again, it's going to be very expensive to pull a tile out. And number 5, of course, get a realtor's eyes on it before you spend the money. The wrong material at your price point is a very expensive mistake, and you don't want to pull us into that conversation once you've already done it. Call us when you're thinking about it. We'll help you make the right decision, okay? If you're investing in your home long-term, it's a little bit of a different framework. Hardwood or engineered hardwood for high-end could be great. LVP for rentals, family homes, anything that's, you need to be indestructible on. Again, stay neutral on backsplashes. You'll get tired of the statement pieces a lot faster than you think. But you're going to spend the money once, and you're going to spend it on the right thing. If you want help deciding which one of these floorings is right for you, then of course you can reach out to us. We'll give you some guidance on it. We also have our 2026 strategy guide linked down below. It's only $7, and it also comes with our style guide. It's going to tell you what floors to use, what paint colors to use, basically everything you want to do to your home to get it ready to sell. It's like all the questions we get from our sellers months in advance before they're ready to list their house, okay? You can grab that in the link down below. Also, like, share, subscribe to this channel. I drop a new video every week that we get notified when a new one hits. My name is Mike Novak. My wife Rachel and I have helped over 1,600 families make a move here in Snohomish County in Washington State. And if you're thinking about buying or selling, we'd of course love to talk to you and see if we're a good fit to help you. There's a link down below, a form you can fill out. We'll review your form. And then if we think we're a good fit to work together, we will reach out to you and have a conversation and get that scheduled. Okay. See you next week on the next video.